on the chemo, all the treatments that you had this nausea.
Yes, I did.
That you, so, all right. And I want to make that really clear. That's so important because it's not just, you know, talking about something that she saw in a book or read in a book or online. You've lived it. You've been there, done it. Okay, so tell me about this.
Yeah, because
why did this work for you?
But let me just say this too before I get to the nausea. Juicing is not just good for people with cancer. Okay, so let's make sure we make that clear. This should be a lifestyle. Remember that word again we use? Lifestyle. If you're healthy, if you're not healthy, get into juicing because there's so many benefits of juicing. But let's go back to the nausea now. Okay. Being that I was a cancer survivor, I was on chemotherapy, and of course I became nauseated. And there were times I just did not want. You've heard this, people say, I can't eat, don't want to eat. They lose all this weight. When you juice, you get all the nutrients that you need. And let me give you a little advice. When you juice, use a straw to drink it. Don't sip it with your glass.
So,
use a straw.
What's the scoop with that?
Okay, because I don't know why, but it's like a psychological thing. It seems like it's easier for you to sip something up with a straw as opposed to picking a cup and putting it up to your lips trying to drink it.
So you're just taking up the small amount rather than looking at the whole thing you
need
to consume.
There you go. Everything.
Mind over matter.
Right. You know, and when I juiced, you know, I used a certain ingredient. I call it a super tonic. And the reason why it was a super tonic because I used. Now this she's going to quiz me on this now. Okay.
Wait, I got it.
Liz is going to quiz me on this now. Okay. But now in my super tonic, in my super tonic, I used ingredients that were very high in antioxidants. Now, we're juicing.
So you looked this stuff up. I mean, you didn't just pull it out. You looked it up so you knew.
Yes, I knew.
Physical information.
Beta carotene, carrots. Carrots are very high in beta carotene. Okay, I use fresh carrots. I bought a bunch of carrots. And one thing about carrots, Liz, they last forever. I'm saying, carrots can stay in your refrigerator for a long time.
And so you're not intact,
and stay intact, and they won't spoil like other vegetables do. Okay. Yeah, right. And I had bought a bunch of carrots. I bought beets. Okay. Are you writing this down, audience? Yeah. Carrots, beets.
Right.
I used the green apple, I was like, a granny apple, the sour kind.
Granny Smith or something like that.
The sour kind.
I love those.
And I also used what they call barley green. All right. So the barley green. Now I went to a company called Ames, but you can go to any health food store and buy in a jar. It's called the baby barley plant.
Oh, really?
And it's mixed with brown rice. I used the kind that was mixed with brown rice. It's in the powder. It's a powder.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So this is barley as a powder.
Right. You can go to any health food store and buy barley green, and it's in a powder, and you get the kind with the brown rice.
Okay. And there's one more ingredient.
Okay.
Popeyes.
Okay.
Popeyes ingredient.
Popeyes.
Spinach.
Oh, spinach! Yes, I forgot. See, I knew she was going. I knew she was going to get me on that.
See, because I have the book in front of me.
Yeah, she has the book in front of me.
And I'm learning all this.
But sometimes I always use the spinach, okay? Because sometimes spinach spoils, because the barley green took the place of the green spinach. Because because barley is green. It's the baby plant. It's in its finest form.
Yeah.
And I juice that. And when you juice, you know, one thing about juicing is that you can keep it for a couple of hours. Now, I would not advise you to keep it overnight. Because it loses its nutrients if you do that. You make your juice, make it like a nice container of it, and you can sip off of that for a couple of hours.
All right. So you're getting number one something you need, which is fluid, because a lot of people become dehydrated.
Yes.
And it's so insidious, you don't even know what's happening, but you don't feel one, you don't even know why.
That's correct.
You're getting dehydrated. So you're getting the fluid.
Yes.
You're getting the nutrients, and you're getting all of this stuff as it is fresh.
Yes.
In its prime state. I guess one thing to say too is to make sure you're washing the skins and everything.
Yes. You get yourself one of those brushes, vegetable brushes, and just brush it off real good. You know, very good.
Get one with a big smiley face on it, because as you're even doing it, it's already lifting your spirits and stuff.
Yes. But when you have a juicer, though, you know, remember now, it's just going to extract the juice, and so the pulp stays behind. So you don't have to really worry about cleaning so much, because all that's going to stay behind anyway. You know what I'm saying? When you juice, you're going to get that.
Yeah, so now what is the deal about about when you see people where they strain it and it's just the straining stuff, or it's all the mush stuff? What's the difference with this? I don't even know.
Well, a juicer, you know, what it does, it just extracts the juices. Okay. And you take the pulp. You can take the pulp, you know, depending on what it is, and use that to make baby food. You can still keep that. You know what I'm saying? People make that for baby food. You might use that to garnish your salads. Oh, beautiful. All kinds of things. Like, for example, your carrots. People have taken the carrots and taken that, and if you want to purify it, put it in a blender. You push the what do you call it, the purifying button or whatever. Right. And that could be baby. that could be baby food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
plus,
you can still
it's
use
a little bit more stuff to eat if you feel like you've taken the stuff that you've juiced, but you now can tolerate,
right?
Or you just want to, or you're just trying to be healthier and lose some weight. You have more of the pulp, and it's not just the fluid.
And you can also save that. You know what I'm saying? And you can use that if you're able to eat. Now, if you were like myself, when I was very nauseated, I didn't want anything solid. So the juicing helping, but you don't have to throw that. If you thoroughly clean that, you can keep those things. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to discard them. But the most important thing is that the juice goes right in, and because they're antioxidants, it's going to go straight to the areas of your body that needs it. And that's what I'm talking about.
Brilliant.
Yes.
And living proof.
And hey, here I am. How many years has it been now? I was diagnosed in '98. Here it is, 2009. Yes. And that's what I did. Sweet. I changed my eating habits. I juiced. I came out of toxic relationships. I began to forgive people. These are things I did to alleviate the stress and become healthy again during the cancer ordeal.
You juiced, and you juiced yourself.
Yes.
You rejuiced yourself.
It's very simple, you know, and I use, now I'm not promoting any particular product.
Right.
Like, I mean, this show is not for that. But the kind of juicer that I had was called the Champion. It's one of the best juicers you can buy. And the reason being is because some juicers, they extract the juice, but they don't get all the juice because it gets more pulp.
Yep.
You know, if they, and you allow that juice is retained in the juicer. But the Champion juicer, which retails for about $250, it was very expensive, okay? But it does the job.
Good investment.
And it's simple to put together. No, it's not real complex. You know what I mean? It's simple to put together, and you're very easy to clean. You know, you can also put it in the dishwasher. You know, the different parts and everything. And that's why I use that.
And the next day start again. All right.
And you can make enough juice for one day, so you don't have to
one day.
juice. You don't have to keep juicing. You know,
change it the next day. Throw in something unexpected the next day.
Yes.
Dr. Tuna Ford, you are charismatic.
Did we do it?
We're done.
Okay.
You're so fun, and we can't even talk fast enough. We could, it's just wonderful, and the information is life-changing.
Well, I hope so. I really hope it helps someone. I really do.
It's instead of being. So you know what? Instead of being the ugly duckling, instead of being the caterpillar, take your mind. I'm telling you, take your mind. Make the lifestyle changes. Be the swan, because you can be. Be the beautiful butterfly, because again, you can be. So
it's always been a pleasure. So much. Thank you so much. Now, when will I come back again? We're going to do the third time, right?
So third time.
Yes.
So it's so fun, and you know right here what she thinks, how powerful that is. What I want to know is, of course, all the time, what do you think?